Clee.
And I go by the name Court. Thank you for tuning in the episode of Party of Four podcast, where it ain't no party like Party of Four. Today we have a special guest, filling in for the lovely Miss Keke. But before we introduce him, I want to let y'all know, if you're here, you're right where you need to be. And if you ain't here, well, you need to get your ass here.
Get here.
Period.
So, y'all, do us a favor. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube page. What is it? Party of Four?
It is Party of Four on YouTube, also on Facebook. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, it's the letter P, the letter O, the number 4 podcast on Instagram. Turn us up, y'all.
Turn up.
Let a friend know. Tell a friend that it's going down.
And then we here finally.
Yes, we here.
It's been anticipated, y'all. It's been a headache. This shit ain't easy to do while everybody be trying to talk bad about people who be doing podcasts and podcasts, because this shit is hard work.
But you know what? I will say that I've seen y'all journey. Y'all started. We talked about this a lot at the shop, and we talked about how we wanted to do it, and you know, I've seen how it came into fruition. So I apologize for that.
The hardest part is starting.
Yeah.
The hardest part is starting, because if y'all did not know, like, really Party of 4 low key is a Party of 5, but he was acting like he didn't want to be on here with us. You know what I'm saying? All the time. But yeah, we really have Party
So
of
he's
5.
a special guest. So our special guest, he is one of the best wig slayers in the city.
The Wig Sensei.
Yeah, the wig sensei. He's a
The
colorist.
colorist.
Yes. He can color his ass off on some wigs. So y'all make sure y'all go hit him up.
Yeah,
Follow
Give
him.
your Instagram.
My personal Instagram is super_Steve87, and my wig Instagram is wigsensei20.
Spell that one. They might can't spell it.
It's
He can't spell it. I don't know how to
WIGSENSEI20.
spell it.
Repeat it.
It's WIGSENSEI20.
Okay. So y'all can follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
We'll tag on this post as well though.
So y'all, to get started, how was y'all week?
My week was pretty good, but I had some little action this weekend. I did. Like, I don't even know what's going on, but my horoscope been telling me that I'm gonna have all these options. Like, the niggas is after you, girl. The niggas is rolling in, and I'm like enjoying it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I think overall my weekend was pretty cool, y'all. Look at Courtney got her phone on.
Turn your phone off.
Turn that
Turn your
phone
phone
off.
off.
It might be spam, Reese.
Look,
Yeah,
it's
damn
not
on
a
there.
Spanish.
It ain't good for
But they put it on silent.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. So this weekend, I went out to a little bar, right? And I ended up seeing one of my old little junks, y'all. And it was so fucking cringy the whole damn time. Like, this nigga is just the wackest, lamest motherfucker ever in life. Have y'all ever, like, fuck with a nigga and be like, and you see them after the fact, after you're over it, you're out of that situation, and you like,
What the fuck was I thinking?
what the fuck was I
You need
thinking?
them moments.
I didn't want my pussy back.
You need them
Like,
moments.
I want my pussy back. I would like to have it back. Return to sender, my nigga. Like, why the fuck did I even do that shit? And I was so crazy about this nigga, but y'all, he was drunk as fuck at the bar, and it was just so cringy. Like, and he knew that he was like embarrassing himself, being real thirsty, because I was just, he was like, and everybody at the bar was looking at his ass. And he was like, damn, you acting bougie now. I want to be like, yeah, nigga, duh, the fuck? Like, I'm on a different level. Like, you're still down here and I'm right here.
I'm not the same old Clee.
I'm not the same old
Like,
Clee.
ask that nigga up and say, give me my pussy back.
Give me my pussy back. So, look, in the comments, you know what I'm saying, y'all? If y'all ever wanted your pussy back, let us know. Hit us up in our DM.
They don't gotta give mine back.
Yeah,
Give a new body. I ain't got no mouth on this body.
Ain't no matter on this.
It's a new one.
Well, I will tell y'all what I did this weekend. So I watched P Valley. And you know, it's been going viral in the comments. And everybody been talking about the sex scenes and lesbian and the homosexual.
Yeah.
I don't watch TV, so I don't know.
Even my sister called me. She was like, "Girl, did you?" Brittany don't even. My sister don't watch TV. But she was like, "Girl, did you see P Valley?" I was like, "Bitch, I gotta go watch P Valley because she watched P Valley."
I ain't watched it yet.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. You know, people gonna find they faults and everything. You know, you're gonna always have people that's gonna be for something, that's gonna be against something.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they still gonna watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because people be nosy as a motherfucker. Like, it's speaking of that, I know we talking about our week and everything, but speaking of that, I was on Instagram and one of my homegirls made a post about I don't understand people who follow people on Instagram and they don't even like them. So like if you complaining about a show that you don't like what's going on, like why you watching?
You know, that
don't
has
have to-
always been the
exactly.
weirdest shit to me. Like when I see people come in, I always go look at Instagram comments. I don't know why. It's
I do
amusing
too.
to me.
I do too.
The
I
Because
go
it's
look
for the
at
show
and to see
Sometimes
if
you
people
like
see the
it.
same thing I see.
Mhm.
Right,
You know,
right,
I
right,
see
right.
I see the comments where people be going in on people talking about it. And I'm like, okay, well, why are you following this person if you feel this type of way about them?
Mhm.
Why do you look at them?
Yeah, you don't have to entertain.
It's like an obsession at this point.
That's
Right.
that's the people that don't have no life. Them bitches don't have no life.
Because you know I always say
And I be
haters
so
are secret
tempted
lovers.
to go back and
Yeah.
forth with people in the comments, but I'm like, okay, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person because it made me feel like I'm investing too much time into it, just like they.
They
Right.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't go back and forth in the comments either. I don't.
Well, I got a confession to make sense. This is still Pride Month, right?
Yeah.
In June.
Okay. Well, I got a confession to make. So we was in the shop talking, and you was saying how y'all need your own month, like Black History Month. I'm like, you pushing it in a whole month for Black Pride? Nah, maybe a week.
Is it Black Pride or just Pride?
Oh, I mean Gay Pride.
Well,
Gay Pride.
Black Pride is its own little entity. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so there is
Because
a
you know
Black
that
Pride.
I will say this. It's kind of almost like a racism within the gay community.
Wow.
White pride and black pride has always kind of been
Wow.
separate. Even when I lived
So
in
it's
Houston,
still segregated.
Yeah, it's always segregated. Even when I lived in Houston, we always had you had the white pride and you had the black pride. Even like here, you have the white pride and you have the black pride.
Is that a different when you go to the club or just everybody's just enjoying each other?
Everybody just enjoy each other, but I mean, as far I don't really go to the white pride because it's not really my thing. You know what I'm saying? They don't play the same type of music I like to hear, and it's not the same kind of environment. But yeah, it's like a race. It's like a little unspoken racism within the gay community when it comes to pride, because it is a black pride and it is a white pride. Even here,
Well, that was my confession. Now I
you
understand.
know, people think that it's all about
Yeah.
partying, getting drunk, have sex. It's not about that. It's about embracing your queerness or who you are as a person. Because I would say, even when I was a young, child or whatever, going to school, I had people that said things, and try to insult me because of who I was.
They
And
really
now,
got you
now
fucked
you
up.
can't come to me and say, "Oh, that nigga gay."
Duh.
What else can you say?
Right.
I remember that growing
Because
up. how they
it's
treat them
accepted
in
now.
school, too,
It
yeah.
wasn't accepted then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now it's accepted. Like they looked at it like a damn disease almost. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
and
saying?
then when you walk,
Like,
like I
you
said,
say,
when I walk
"Oh,
through
yeah,
a crowd of
okay,
men, you can tell when a man's insecure about who they are as, a
Right,
man.
right,
Because
right.
a man that's insecure with that, he gonna address or he gonna say something about it. But a man
Like, I don't
that's insecure
want-
with that, he
Right,
ain't
you
worried
might
about
be
it.
scared that you might have him on that side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then it's
But-
like the main ones that be always saying something, it be the ones that you don't want. Just because I'm gay, that don't mean I want you.
Right.
That's
I
you.
got
You
a
gotta
type
be my
too.
type. Yeah, yeah.
You said
If a woman don't want you, what makes you think I want you?
you said that shit back. I don't drink
No, man, don't drink that. That's all
You
right.
messing up my motherfucking pillows. Thing they got them alcohol.
Mhm.
You the guest, you might not be back.
He coming back. We make sure he come
We
back.
gonna make sure you come in.
Yes.
But yeah.
But when he explained it, he kind of like broke it down. We
Yeah.
understood.
Yeah,
It's
nah,
not,
that
it's
living
not
that
about
truth.
just partying.
Yeah, they
it's
living
about,
that truth. They
it's
living that
about
colors.
just,
Yeah.
celebrating yourself and who you are and what you went through. And
Right.
you celebrating with your friends and people that, that love you. So.
And I like to apologize because when he came in, y'all, it was the beginning of the month, and he was like, "You got your colors on." And I was like, "Fuck, I ain't
You
gay."
supposed to be an ally. You're an ally.
He was like, "You an ally." So I apologize, friend. I don't know. I'm new to this shit. Like
Me too.
it been going on years and years, but I'm new to it, so I don't really, know about ally. I don't know what the fuck you were.
I guess I've been an ally by default.
Yes. So I didn't know what that word meant. So I was like, I'm sorry then or whatever. And then I ended up buying these candles. Won't have them here though.
Yeah.
I bought these rainbow candles. I was like, I gotta support my friend.
Now, I don't wear rainbow color.
Yeah.
That is not, that is not who I am.
But I love you and I love y'all, all y'all.
Rainbow?
No, this is not who I am.
Like you wouldn't wear like
It's not because I'm ashamed of it or whatever. It's not what I don't like rainbow stuff. I don't want to wear it. I think it's tacky.
It's tacky. Too many damn colors.
You live your truth or you live your colors.
I'm just my.
But ask you why you ain't had your colors on, but he ain't.
No, I had a rainbow wig. Like the Nicki Minaj wig was red on one side with the, you know, when she was with what's that dude name?
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Oh.
I made the same wig, and y'all, my dude, he clowned me. He was like, "What the fuck?"
So what? Okay, so now that they've started to do they overturned the Roe versus Wade. Okay.
Oh Lord.
I feel like the Clarence Thomas guy, he's starting to do he wants to overturn the birth control, the contraceptives, and he also wants to do gay relationship, gay marriage. I'm going to jail, y'all. I'm going to jail.
You going to jail? Put some on your boots for
I feel like this country turned to a dictatorship.
Right.
This ain't land free.
And it all stems from us having these old ass white people that still stuck from the 1950s, 1960s, that way of thinking, because it was 50 years ago when that Roe versus Wade,
that's true. That is true.
It's these people that still stuck from that way, and then you also have those people that still stuck from that religion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was my
if their religion is telling you this, that, and the other, then they sticking to that, and they going with it.
But
and
these
it's
old
a lot of
ass
black
white people, they wrote the Bible.
Yeah. It's a lot of black people that stick with it too because of the religion aspect of it.
Yeah, that was my stance on it at first, you know, but like I told y'all before, my first encounter with like a gay guy, like if people was gay when I was younger, I just wasn't around them. If they were, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So they could have been gay, you know, or whatever, and I just didn't know. But as far as me actually having a friend that I knew was gay and out in the open was when I was in cosmetology school. So that was like over 10 years ago.
Right.
And then, you know, you go to college and stuff, you kind of meet people. It's speculated.
It took me a long time to be comfortable in my skin because for a long time I used to, I'm not, or no, I'm not, or you know, when people say things, I would try to like make myself not be. But it took me a long. Once I came out to my mama was the first person to ask me. Mm-hmm. When I came out to my mama, I started feeling like, okay, my mama know. I don't give a fuck.
It was like a
who else know?
That's not what it be.
I'm comfortable in my skin. I can sit here and talk about things and not feel like
offended.
I don't care what you say about me. Because at the end of the day, I'm who I am. And I feel like I'm magical. It's lots of things about me that make me magical.
Where you on, sweetie? Where you on?
Magical. So, okay, Steve, you said something. This is kind of something that I wanted to talk about. You talked about coming out to your mother and her accepting it, and that was just like, okay, that was it. That was enough for you. Mama accepted it, so I can live in my fucking truth. So I want to know, like, how important do y'all too think that it is that we please our parents or do things that our family would be proud of? Because I feel like lately I've been in the headspace like, fuck them folks want to do what the hell I want to do. But I know a lot of times in the past I have stopped myself from doing things, whether it be career or whatever, because I cared about what my family thought and what my parents thought. But I can't say, even when I go back to like even something like cosmetology school, I that wasn't really where the route my parents wanted me to go at first, but I ended up taking it route anyway. And now they're supportive now. Yeah. So how important is it really that we make our parents proud? Like, should we be that generation that says, you know what, our parents did it this way, but let's create our own way right now? Like, how important is that to y'all?
I think growing up, you know, because I honestly think we got a late start. We got motherfuckers in their 20s. I'm 30 and y'all in y'all 30s. Mm-hmm. So we kind of got a late start. You got motherfuckers in their 20s that's doing what they supposed to do.
We should have Instagram back then.
I think the 99-2000 owe me some change. I need my motherfucking money back. Because I really do feel like that. I feel like we're behind time. So now we see them doing it and we're like, you know, like, damn, mama didn't tell us this is what we should do. We're doing
avenues for our own money.
So I just feel like, I don't know.
I think it's just more so the young, you know, as millennials or people getting, you know, in this time frame, people are having their own mind.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, even when I went to hair school, my mom was like, what you going to hair school for? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You have to have your own mind. You have to put your own foot forward and decide
I wouldn't
what you
say
want.
that, Steve, because my stepdad, he always told me, or shout out to my stepdad, he always said, you know, why don't you just go do hair? Because I used to do hair in my mom in our house, my mom got 5 kids. So we had a 3-bedroom house. My mama extended the house, got a 4-bedroom or whatever, because I had my baby at a young age or whatever. So he was like, "Why don't you go to hair school?" And in my mind, my mom was like, "A doctor or a lawyer. I want you to be a doctor." So I'm doing what she wanted me to do. So I go to school, majoring in biology. I was miserable as fuck. I was like, "I'm broke. This is not what the fuck I need to be doing."
Yep.
So by me doing that, and then he telling me, you know, he thinking like a businessman. Him being, you know, my mom's husband. You know, you don't supposed to go get your wife or whatever, especially. But he was like, "Man, go to hair school," and I end up doing it, and I love it, like, cause that's what I was doing.
And you know, it takes her to have a passion for it, because you know sometimes you find these people just like when you went to hair school. You looked around, you started with 30 people. We look around, you end with 5 people because they have a passion for it.
Right.
If you ain't got a passion for it, it's not gonna be for you.
Right.
You just looking at the money aspect of it. I'm looking at the fact that this is something that I have passion for. It's fun for me. I don't mind getting up doing it versus a job. If I get up and I work a job, I don't want to get up. I don't want to clock in nowhere.
Woo!
Period. That's
Fuck a 9 to 5. What Beyonce said?
Quit that job. Release your job.
You won't break my soul.
But yeah,
Release your job.
we were told, you know, go get an education, get a degree so you can, you know, get a job. But we wasn't taught to create, like you said, we weren't taught to create a job.
Right.
Now, you know, that shit is popping now. Like,
Right.
I mean, entrepreneurship is what it is. And like you said, back then, we had social media then, but we didn't know how to use it to the advantage. So
The only thing that we had when I started was Facebook.
Right, I'm saying, we had Facebook, we had MySpace.
Right.
And
So
College Club.
I don't know about
I don't know
that.
about
But
that.
you still like make statuses and you still like post pictures, right? Okay, so we could have been promoting then, but we didn't know. So you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know.
Because
So like
we are at that generation. I know, like, well, you probably was too. You're not that much younger than us. But I know we were at that generation at the beginning of social media to now.
Babe, you had to confirm your college email.
You couldn't just make a Facebook.
Right. You could not.
And what generation I think was taking over now with our generation is 16. Because you have so many people that have OnlyFans and they got the freak Twitters and they doing the premium Snapchats and all that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that we've grown into like a more of a you can do a premium Snapchat where you charge people money, and when they you invite them in and they
so it's like OnlyFans,
yeah, but it's not a monthly subscription. It's more so like you pay a one-time fee and then you can watch them. But I feel like we've gone into more of a sexual society. You know, people are so free. They don't mind showing this, that, and the other. Everything's about sex.
Everybody get your motherfucking hoe on. Everybody get your hoe on. Is it all my bitches or everybody?
All my bitches get your hoe on or yeah.
I don't know. It's something like that.
Amber Rose new song. It's called
I heard.
But Amber Rose been a bitch. She been that bitch.
She is a good. She's a nice hoe. I like her.
Yeah.
She's not nice.
You know, she had a slut walk, so.
Yeah, you know. But I get it though. You know what I'm saying?
I get it too.
I get it because it's kind of one of those things. Like I
capitalize off that shit.
Yeah, capitalize because people don't really know who you fucking. Like people really just made her out to be a slut in the hoe, and I really feel like she just using that shit to make her some money.
Yeah.
Cause she has.
Why would you?
She became a celebrity just by who her boyfriend was at the time.
And you know what? I was watching a video the other day on YouTube where they were doing a commentary on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And you know, Marlo had a lot to say about Candy, saying that, you know, she was a hoe and she fucked for free and all this, that, and the other. And you know, I feel like Funky Dineva said, it's lazy read to call somebody a hoe nowadays, because who in their 40s ain't got bodies? Everybody is somebody. So I feel like it ain't no such thing as being a hoe. You just who you are.
Shit in it.
The dating pool ain't got shit in it.
He got a little shit in it.
Ain't no water in the pool.
Ain't no water in the pool.
It's that shit piss in that motherfucker. That's fine.
Like that dog shit. Like that dog shit she stepped in.
So I want to go back to the Roe versus Wade thing. So how do y'all feel about as far as them taking away the rights as a woman being able to abort her pregnancy or not?
I don't like it. Not one bit. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. I am a Christian, and I tell people that like originally with how I was raised, my beliefs is say no, don't go have an abortion. However, you know, I do believe, and this is always gonna be my stance on this. God gave us a choice, whether or not to accept Him as our Lord and Savior or not.
But you know what?
And so, therefore, the government should keep giving us options, give us a choice. Even you can't play God, basically. Yeah. You can't play God until, because even God gives us gave us a decision to make. Just like Adam and Eve, you got a decision to make. You gonna motherfucking eat this shit or you ain't? Right. You gonna listen to me or you ain't? You still had a choice. That is just taking away our choice. You do this, then you go to jail or you gotta be penalized. Yeah. And I mean, ultimately, I don't think that it's. We know, I feel like it's racially provoked and motivated. Yes.
You know, but I was telling Tay this the other day. I said, you know, it's all. People always think it's black and white. It's not black and white. It's always gray area. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. With everything, it's a gray area. Even though people don't speak it, it's a gray area. Because think about it. People, you could have got raped from somebody and you don't want that baby. Or that you too young and you can't take care of it, but you ain't know nothing about sex and you got caught up with a guy and you had you 12, 13, 14. What 14-year-old gonna be able to probably take care of a baby? Or if that baby gonna have a mental retardation or something ain't right, or something that's gonna harm you in the process of having this baby. It's so many aspects, it's so many gray areas in there where you can't focus on your religion and say, well, now she got that baby because God says she got to have that baby. That's not right.
I'm kind of up in the air to certain limitations with, like, once the baby gets a certain age, like the baby got limbs and all that.
Yeah, now I'm with you on that.
I don't see it.
I'm with you on that. You're not just aborting the baby just because you just aborted. That's careless. You know what I'm saying? Because you should have been careful. You should have been using contraceptives. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, if it's early enough to where you say, okay, well, I don't want this. I'm not ready for this. Okay. But if that baby start getting a heartbeat, they got legs and limbs. I feel like it's being careless at this point.
I don't have a direct answer. That's what I'm saying. I'm
yeah, I don't think it is a direct answer.
Let me tell you my other side of it. The other side of it, like I said, when the baby gets limbs and all that, okay, I understand it. But here's the other aspect. Those women that's in there that's trying to get an abortion, they're not mentally ready. You get what I'm saying? Right. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you don't even have to say that, it's implied. So if you're in there, you're telling me I'm not ready. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you're gonna force that young lady to have this child who's not mentally ready. So when the child comes out, bam, she wasn't mentally ready from the beginning. Right. So now you expect her to give your baby love and care. Mm-hmm. That's how you got women putting baby in the microwave. Right. Baby being strangled. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different shit.
And then like people giving babies up for adoption that will ultimately cause them childhood trauma, especially once they find out this is not my mom and my dad. Like,
which is not fair to the child.
But then sometimes you have those kids where they understand it. You know what I'm saying? When they grow up in a certain type of situation and it's great for them. Mm-hmm. And then they go look at the situation where the mama was in. And like, you know what? I understand why you.
But what about the ones that's still in the orphan? Right. Yep. What about those?
Yep.
And it's going to be more kids in the system now. And I think that
it's gonna be more women that are gonna be injured, like hurt, because they're trying to get
what they need to protect. As far as I don't know what is that the little boy that Fernando or whatever, the teacher gave the information, people gave the information. They couldn't even protect that little boy from him being abused and murdered.
Oh yeah,
how can you? The system got plenty of case law. How can you protect these other kids that's being born when people don't want them? Yeah, like y'all said,
how you gonna protect
it's so many sick people within like the foster care system and stuff like that. You know, you got the people where they send these kids to these homes, and you got people that are touching these kids, and mistreating them, not feeding them, stuff like that. You know. So, being in the system is not always a good thing. So, I understand it.
Yeah, and then you're going to have men. Men going to slip up. They never got a girlfriend, you got a woman. How you know what the fuck you doing? You're going to make this baby, and then you have women.
And you're going to have the men trying to kill these women because they had these babies. Or they're going to be trying to harm them.
High right now. These niggas cannot control they fucking emotions.
Yeah, it's been like 3 or 4 stories within the last month, couple of months where people killing the mother and the baby.
Media is bringing this shit to the light, but it's so much of it. It's scary. Speaking of, like, even with dating who had the shit. It's not just you just worried about if a nigga gonna rape you. You know, it's scary to just date. You fear more than just a nigga hurting your feelings and breaking your heart or ghosting you or fucking leave you. You gotta worry about if a nigga trying to rob you, murder you, rape you. You know what I'm saying? Shit, trying to get close to a family member. You know, depending on what kind of nigga you fucking with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know. Like, it's really, really scary now. So I definitely feel like as far as with the whole abortion thing, you know, of course, we in Tennessee. This shit.
They the first.
They put
Arkansas,
aside
Tennessee,
the South. The South is so fucked up when it comes.
Yeah.
To
But
shit
it's so,
like
and
that.
then it's so much private to do here. How can you expect a person to raise a child?
So much
Then
private.
they don't even give these people food stamps. They don't give them financial assistance. It's hard. Then you gotta go put this nigga on child. I gotta go put this nigga on child support. I gotta do this to do that to get
And
this.
You know, I really feel like
And then guess what? The niggas ain't got no money. Ain't no fucking job.
And guess what? When they put them on child support, you best believe they gonna get they cut.
I really,
The mother don't even get the whole thing.
I really feel like they want
No,
to end this
they-
whole
the-
abortion thing because they want, like the lady said, she want to preserve white life. They started the whole
I see
Planned
it, of
Parenthood
course.
and all that because they want to preserve the white life. You know what I'm
They-
saying?
they-
And they
I
can't
say
single
more
out,
white people, yeah.
you know, white people because they have to include the black, the Hispanic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the whole purpose
It's
of them
racially
ending.
driven.
It's racially motivated.
Cause they about to be fucking extinct.
Yeah,
But I
and
still
in
love-
about 30 years,
Wait,
I watched this lady on YouTube that she talks about like the whole race relations and all of that, and I think her name is like I want to say Janet or something like that. But she said that in 30 years, the white race is going to be the minority, which I believe to be true because I you can go places and you see interracial relationships.
A lot.
You know
of
what I'm
them
saying? So it's a lot of kids that are being born with a lot of different stuff in them.
Yeah.
And you know, the black gene is very dominant. You can mix a black baby with a Mexican baby, it's gonna come out black. You mix a black baby with an Asian baby, it's gonna come out black. Black Asian with black baby with a white lady, it's gonna be black. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We have a very dominant gene.
But guess what?
They didn't expect it though.
We can have 1 million black people and 50 whites. Baby, we still gonna be inferior. You know why? Because we do not stick together.
We do not stick together.
We can have
And
a
you know what?
million
And
black
that's when it
people
comes to that
and
guy
50
that
white
come into
superiors.
Barack Obama and was saying, you know, maybe we should overturn the Plessy versus Ferguson or the Brown versus Board of Education. I'm with it. I want segregation because you know what? It affords our people
to
stick
shop with
together,
themselves.
shop with ourselves, be amongst ourselves. We don't have to integrate with the other race. We can build our own community. When you think about the Tulsa race riots, them people had a thriving community with just black people.
Right.
We can do that again. You don't have to have
It's
the
pros
other
and cons
communities
with
or
it.
the other races.
especially now.
Yeah.
But that's what
Because
everything.
black people envy each other too much instead of sticking together. We really need to stick together. That we don't know how to do.
We do not know how to do it. Prime example, like since we've been gearing up for this podcast, and then people who don't know, I was a part of a podcast prior to this, and we probably ran a little bit over a year. You know, it was still in this building process, but I definitely feel like we had a good thing there. But anyway, when we did this, it was still other people. I met so many other people doing podcasts, and we visit each other's podcasts and stuff. And this is a fun thing to do.
Right.
To me, it's a form of social media, expressing yourself
Right.
and being creatives. Like we are all
And
creators.
it's a form of
And get your
activism.
voice out.
It's a form of activism too.
Yeah, it sure is, because you can use your platform for whatever. You don't know who's gonna see it. You don't know who's gonna watch it.
Right.
So even just gearing up to this, I be on Instagram, and like certain blog pages might post a clip that's controversial from a podcast on social media, and all of the comments I be reading it, and it be all these black folks. It don't be nothing but black folks. They be like, damn, here we go, another podcast. Damn, throw these microphones away. Damn, why y'all keep giving everybody a platform? Damn, why everybody want to be with motherfucking podcast?
Why you logged in social media?
Right, you looking for
You looking for
people's
something to watch.
opinions or
Yeah,
their
the
views.
views. That's what I'm saying.
Why you
And
logged in?
instead of liking and sharing it,
Instead
you're
of
envying that black people.
Damn, another person
have
have this. Why not create another platform?
Okay.
Create another social media account.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Damn.
I realize that it's always gonna be two sides to everything. You're gonna have the people that are gonna oppose it, and you gonna have the people that's
No,
for it. Look at
no.
Beyonce. You can't do no wrong.
Just how you
Not
can't
in
do
my
it.
eyes, but when you look at
I love
her comments, you will have the people that have 100 million things to say
She
bad
is
about
Beyonce
whatever.
overrated. This is whack. Y'all love anything she do.
But
And
they can't
They
do nothing. None of the stuff that
But
this
you
lady
know
doing.
what?
I've never
There
been
be
that
people
person
that
where
like to go
I'm
wrong.
criticize
I'm
people on
happy
stuff
with
Mhm.
Yeah.
where I can't do it. If you can't do it, why you criticizing somebody on something and you can't do this?
You can't even do it. You
Because-
couldn't even do it. You could never.
Because they fucked up in the head.
It take a lot. It take a lot to be able to put yourself out there for people to judge you.
Ooh,
Even with this
yes.
podcast,
If you don't have
Right.
tough
You know
skin,
what?
baby, you
right?
Mhm.
With this podcast, we putting ourselves out there to give our views and our opinions, and then you have people in the comments they gonna judge you,
Mhm.
and they gonna have their own opinions and their views on who you are
and
and,
they can
what
take
you
it and
think.
stick it
And
up
Yeah.
their ass.
it just takes
Literally.
tough skin. That's even when I say when it goes back to
Right.
the pride. You know what I'm saying?
You don't
It
have to
takes
watch it
tough
though.
skin.
They don't have to
It
watch
takes
it though.
tough skin because
Yeah.
people gonna have their opinions and their views on whatever, and they
Yep.
just talking out. They make asinine things, say about you, and they don't know nothing.
But my thing is, when people
Small
are
mind.
scrolling and you always got some nigga to say on everybody post, bitch, you ain't got no 9 to 5. You ain't got shit.
The
to
problem
do.
ain't them, it's you.
You ain't got no creative side. Go find you something to do, bitch.
My
Why
life.
you so
and
Get
your
the fuck away
life.
from under my shit.
My life, y'all entertainment. Who sung that song? That was a song, wasn't it?
I forgot where I heard it from.
Your life, is it Usher? I feel like the song is by Usher. I'm gonna Google it. We gonna find that, but I
So,
think that is a song.
now that we talk about Usher, let's talk about this R&B verses.
Lord.
I really feel like, a
I
lot of
haven't
people
watched
feel like
that.
they
Please,
expose
what?
people that were vocalists, but I feel like, in my opinion now, in my opinion, I feel like, I don't feel like Omarion was a bad vocalist. I just feel like in the beginning of it, you can tell the difference.
With the mic.
Omarion's background vocals or his background music, it was a lot lower
But that was
than
his DJ.
Mario's. So Mario's
Brother.
music was louder.
She said that was DJ Pop.
You can really
They
hear
both had their own
how Omarion sounded without those folks.
So he should
If you
sound
had
good,
those
though.
that
He
background
should sound
music,
good without the vocals.
well, yeah, but at the same time, he didn't have any background track. If you had a background track,
He should have
you
kept
know,
these two guys.
and then he was trying to dance at the same time too. So Mario is not a.
I didn't watch it. I just thought
That's like saying,
I thought
let me
I watched the
put
whole 4 hours.
Fantasia up against somebody like Beyonce. Or what Beyonce saying? Let me get another dancer.
Sierra.
A Sierra next up. Sierra can sing. She can hold a note. She definitely is not tone deaf. So that doesn't discredit her as a singer. She's more of a performer. These
That's what
people
I
are
think
on
Omarion is
they're
more
two
performer.
different spectrums.
He's more
Yeah, I
performer.
think
I agree with
Yeah.
that. I agree with
Omarion
that.
is
I
more-
definitely
more
do
performer.
agree that they were opposite.
I think Mario should have went.
Mario is a
Chris Brown.
vocalist.
That's why
Omarion is a
they can show
performer.
Yeah, not Chris Brown can sing.
Chris Brown can sing.
Chris
but
Brown
he
can't
can
sing
dance
like
also.
he used to though.
Um,
When you think about all the
Cocaine,
weed
bitch.
smoking, that
we ain't gonna get
cocaine
into
and
that
all
'cause I
that.
don't know about this.
Allegedly.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You have to say allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. When you get into all that
He definitely
weed
can dance.
smoking
So
and
since Mario,
Yeah.
Mario want to dance.
But
then
versus was
Chris
in the
Brown
back.
would still ate a Mario dance.
But you know what? I feel like verses have changed a lot because when you look at the old verses, it wasn't about so much about performing. It was more so about
The song.
what song
What
you
song
got.
was
It
that
is.
song?
What song will go against that song?
It always
What song
been
was
like
a bigger
that. Oh,
hit?
Mario just brought
But
his
they
ass back
made
in.
no. I feel like Mario's being a bit of an asshole about the situation, and I feel like it was a little bit of
I think
underlying
Mario was
shade.
giving big dick energy the whole time.
I feel like it was a- I feel like it was a little
and
bit
I
of
was
underlying
like,
shade.
yes, Mario, he is
Oh,
giving
nigga, I can be your fantasy. I can tell you about big dick energy.
I feel like it was a little bit of underlying shade. Like I feel like
He
he-
definitely was.
I feel like it was something
Please,
against.
let's hear Clay sing Mario. I mean,
I feel like it was something against between him and Omarion. Like maybe they had gotten into it or something.
One wish.
That part was over.
To the baby boom.
That was a clown show. That was such a.
They ain't
But the baby was born though.
He had the
The
baby.
baby been born. So and then Jeremiah came out there with the rose and he sung like 3 or 4 songs. Like we didn't ask you for it. You just supposed to make an
Look,
appearance.
speaking of Jeremiah doing this, so y'all know I went to that music fest a couple months
Did he
ago.
sound like that?
Look, Jeremiah doing it in the middle of Summer Walker, her set. The bitch took a motherfucking break. Now it makes sense because she's pregnant. She took a motherfucking break, girl. And
That
then
bitch probably
Jeremiah,
wasn't pregnant then.
Nah.
That she look like she just got pregnant. She about 2 or 3 months now.
Right.
She didn't play 3 or 4 months.
Oh, she probably had just got pregnant.
When is she supposed to release the face?
That was
3 months
That was
ago.
like a month and a half ago.
Yeah,
It wasn't that long ago. It was recent.
So she probably was like in the early stages. That's probably when she probably was seeking
She
shit.
probably had more than
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's
Cause
crazy,
she left off stage and had like a little intermission during her set.
Why she wanted to the BT Awards though?
Now I get through.
Girl, why you showed to the BT Awards with pasties on?
But anyway, Jeremiah
Sunday.
came out in the middle of Summer Walker set.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, everybody was like,
What is this?
we didn't ask for this. Like the lineup was so neo soulish, R&B,
He
like
threw it
so.
off.
And then it was like Summer Walker had us talking about you playing games, and then we bust out birthday sex. I was like, and then the girl who I was with, she gonna say, Jeremiah, I didn't fucking pay for this.
Right. I would have been the same way. Like, that ain't what I came to
pay for
see.
this. Like that was so fucking funny.
Did
Because,
Jasmine come?
yeah, she did. She killed it. She ain't had no intermission between her set. Cause it was a fucking festival. Like your
Yeah.
set not even long
Right.
enough.
You
Right.
gonna
You
sing like
had
5 or 6 songs and go back to business.
intermission, it was just like, okay, she was being her
If you're not finna outfit change, then we don't need no intermission.
Right.
She outfit changed.
They don't need to do
But
all
I'm
that
sure
shit.
it wasn't that
It wasn't.
outstanding.
It wasn't. I
She
was
not
like,
a fashion girl, so I wouldn't
Cause that
expect
BET
it from
Awards
her.
outfit, that outfit was kind of off.
And she looked like she do her own hair, so
Oh Lord.
Ooh, she need to come to
Come on,
Tracy's.
Come on, man. Say,
She need to come
I mean,
to
even for the BET Awards, for the red carpet, she looked like she did her own hair. It didn't look like nobody did it.
Nobody did. It was just Pam in the living room.
It looked like she did it herself.
Pam and Home did.
But you know what? Them LA stylists cannot do no fucking hair. They be getting them hoes they from
you got
LA.
answer.
But I'm saying they be going to get the wrong
If you
beats.
look at Summer Walker old videos, her hair wasn't even good in her old videos. So
She need to do shit like
her hair ain't
them
never
damn
been good.
twisted locks and shit.
What
She
about
need to-
Beyonce?
Beyonce, I like Beyonce hair.
You like the old Beyonce?
I do. I like Beyonce can do no wrong.
Beyonce can do no motherfucking wrong. You better
She
let
can't
her know.
She can't do no wrong.
No wrong. Beyonce can do no
And
wrong.
can't nobody tell me no
So don't
different.
we know like
Don't be the
Beyonce?
Beyonce.
don't.
Beyonce haters.
They
nah.
like Richmond.
They don't.
Music.
If you don't like Beyonce, you just a hater.
I don't think Beyonce had wigs. I think you know how y'all.
Beyonce been wearing lace wigs.
That was
She
like
been wearing them. She been wearing
I mean the
them.
braids.
They want HD.
The braids.
She been wearing
I used to
They
think.
ain't like
I
HD.
used to think that was Beyonce hair. I was
Now
like,
them
Beyonce
braids
hair.
probably was hers, but she been wearing lace wigs. She been wearing.
Beyonce low key wearing her real hair.
Yeah, she wearing her real hair
That's what
now.
I'm
That's
saying.
her real
I
hair
used to think
now.
she was getting extensions into
Yeah.
her hair. That's what.
That be her real hair now.
I
Like,
love,
all that be a
I
real
love,
hairline.
I love
That's
Beyonce,
hers.
but my mama, baby, my mama used to say
She
Beyonce.
want to stretch her
did
ass out.
that. My mama used to say Beyonce did that bad.
Y'all got Beyonce fucked
I
up.
like
I'm
Beyonce.
just playing.
Beyonce
So,
a bad bitch.
Now
One
with
of
the
the baddest of
BET
the
Awards, did y'all watch the BET Awards?
No, I thought.
So did y'all see the Gideon?
Yeah.
They
Right.
somebody come and say, not him too.
They said that wasn't the mic, that's your voice. But you know what? I can feel him because when I was younger, I used to always sing and I sung in front of crowds and the school and all of that or whatever. And I had tried to redo that when I got older, and I sung at a talent night at a club, and I understand what they mean when they say you can't hear yourself. Because when you sing on the stage and it's a lot
Yeah.
like you can't hear
It's so
yourself.
open, so broad.
That's why they have that little thing in their ear so they can hear what they sound like. He probably couldn't hear himself. That's why he couldn't deliver the note because you don't know what you sound like.
Right.
So I understand where his problems
They
when
said
it
his
came
lawyers
to his
took somebody
performance. I can understand it.
That's because
What happened? What happened?
He couldn't hear himself. He
He said his sound was fucked up and BET sabotaged his performance and he hit that note bad. First of all, baby, let me tell you something. Pimps fall too. Give you your
Oh, Marion said that. He said after 20 years, you're going to have
Yeah,
everybody going to have a mocker
Yeah,
or something that's
yeah.
wrong, messed up.
This
So.
motherfucker podcast.
Mario.
Oh, Mario, I still think on Mario.
Mario, why? Because he tired?
I like my Mario because I like his music. He has more hits than Mario.
I can agree.
A lot of that shit that Mario's playing, I'm like, what the fuck is
Well,
what is this?
I know him though.
What is this song?
But I can't
But
say.
he did have a lot of songs I heard. Okay, you know what? I didn't know. I forgot he sung this song.
Mhm.
But a lot of them songs I was like, okay, now you could have kept this in your catalog. You ain't need to play this.
Hold on, don't do Mario.
I like Mario though.
Don't do Mario.
Braid, my hair. I like it.
Ah,
That's my
great.
song.
You got
ain't gotta hurt him.
He got her no more. And Mario was climbing him
I
on
was
that
gonna reach out
beer
to
belly
him.
stomach
Get
too.
his DM. Figure out right here.
Too late, baby.
He was
got
climbing
he
him on
got
that stomach.
You can watch it.
You
Yeah,
should
fuck.
look.
But
Right.
he was talking. He was while he was doing the live of the verses. He was shouting out these two women that it was one in the audience and it was one on the that was on the camera he was talking to. So
It was so long. I
He
can't
already
wait
got
to
one.
hear it.
he got a girlfriend. He had one in the audience and he had one that was looking at him that was watching him.
Maybe it was a mama.
No, it was two because Mario said it. He was like, "You got two women." He was like, "You singing to one in the audience and you singing to one on the camera."
Ooh,
So he
baby.
had more than one woman.
You told one like that?
That's what he said on the camera.
I
On
ain't
the
hear that
show.
part.
You ain't hear that?
So he was like, Coach, on P Valley.
He hating.
Ooh,
He was talking about that. He was talking about that beer belly.
He
And then
did.
Mario came out of that shirt when he started talking about that stomach. But he confirmed what he was saying because Mario ain't got that body like he used to.
Well, I mean, that's okay.
I mean, but you know,
Because
a lot of
he
people like
had
that
so
dad
many
bod.
How many years it mean?
I mean, he was just on
A long
Empire
ass
with his
time,
shirt
early
off.
2000s and shit.
He was just on Empire with his shirt off when it was like
Oh,
2015,
yeah.
2016.
Who was
Mario was on Empire.
When he like,
But when he
when he worked in the junkyard, he worked in the
Yeah,
junkyard.
he had his shirt off.
He
I
just
ain't
different
pay no
regular.
attention. I mean, I follow him on social media, so I've been seeing
Yeah,
shit.
he was on
I
Empire.
ain't seen no wrong
So
with it.
you
I
grew.
love
Yeah.
Betty.
I love
That
a
belly,
good
that
dad,
belly
boy.
is
She
in. Like,
grew with
I
belly.
like me a man with a little belly. I don't like no skinny.
Ooh, we a
I
good
don't
dad.
want
I want that
Ain't
man
no
with a little
wrong with
belly.
that.
So,
Ain't no wrong with it.
Ain't
it's
no
a little
wrong
turn
with
on for me. I mean,
Okay,
I don't
'cause
I
mind
don't
me.
want no motherfucker that want to show that body. What you taking your shirt off for?
Right.
I mean, baby, you can show that motherfucker
The
out.
bigger the belly.
So now let's go back to the whole Roe versus Wade situation. So do you feel like we need to storm the Capitol like those other people did since they got off and then nothing happened? A lot of them ain't nothing happened to them because they stormed the Capitol. We need to go storm the Capitol.
Do you see my skin?
We need to go storm the Capitol.
Pink. I don't like orange.
Well, when Clarence Thomas overturned that whole the gay relationship, gay marriage, I'm going to jail.
You gonna sit on the cap?
You gonna
I'm
start
going to
the
jail because
You first of all, I said you a man.
I ain't
You
in
black.
I ain't in no relationship though. So
You a man. You black and you gay, and you gonna storm the Capitol.
I'm going under jail.
In the white man
They'll give me
flag?
life.
Baby, you going to jail.
They give me
4
life.
counts.
They give me life.
So with that though, y'all, in the white man land, do you ever do that? You think they're fearful that blacks could rule?
Yeah.
Could
Yeah,
And that's what the
definitely.
Janet
If we
lady that I was
stick
talking
together,
about. That's
right?
what she said. She
Cause
said
we
she don't
some
understand.
goddamn gorillas.
Yeah.
Some beasts.
She said she don't understand why as black people.
When I say gorilla, I'm talking about strength. Why?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Like, that's what I'm saying.
But you know, that's what the lady was saying. She
Let
was
me
like,
put
she
that
don't
shit up.
understand why we as black people were able to get up and go to work with white people and interact with them on a daily without being upset or angry and wanting to harm them because of what they done to
I
them.
had a client and she worked with these white guys and he was like the two schools was playing against each other. One school had more black kids on the football team and the other school had more white kids on the football team. So she was like, the man was like, I know they're gonna kill us. She was like, what you mean they gonna? She was like, you don't know why? Yeah. And he was like, well, I don't mean to be racist or anything, but y'all school had more black kids on the team. And she was like, okay, you know, she kind of got offended by the situation of him saying like black kids. He was like, I'm sorry, I'm not racist. He was like, I just want to, clear it up like, black men are stronger, they're faster, they're bigger,
That's
so
what I mean about gorillas.
as far as that, then he knew that those white kids on that football
They
team didn't
measure
have a
up.
chance with those black kids.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
So
why
who won the game? Did they whoop their
I
ass?
didn't ask that.
I want to know who won the game because there might be some truth to that shit. I want
Right,
to know.
right. But he knew that, previous of them playing past
So they just
years.
let you know that
So-
white people know our power.
Right. And black people have power. If we
That's what
stick
it
together,
And
we
they
can
take
rule
your
this
talent
earth.
and ideas and coin.
And you have to think about we have so much power in us as black people as far as it's like, our melanin. That's just one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can walk out there no matter what the sun is like, we ain't gonna get no skin cancer. Our skin, it absorbs sun and our skin needs it.
We can
You
wear
know
our
what I'm
hair.
saying?
We can wear
Our
our hair
hair defies gravity.
curly or straight.
You know, and when I was running this job, the people
Without
say,
a chemical.
you come to
Yeah.
work, with your hair different, you like a different person. And
Baby,
the
you
one
put
white
some
guy
weave in your
said, I
head.
can't do this.
You put some weave in your head, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, is your hair wrong? Or if you have long hair, you braid it up and put a wig on. Oh my God, did you cut your hair?
Mm-hmm. They know everything.
Everything.
Then so let's go back to the
We
Clarence
are the
Thomas
culture.
guy.
Right.
The Clarence Thomas guy. So he's deciding that he, like I said, he wanted to end the contraceptives, the blue birth control, and the gay relation, gay marriage. So I wonder if he would feel the same way if they overturned the Loving case. The Loving case was interracial relationships because he's married to a white woman. So it's like, okay, how can you want to overturn all of these things, but you add something that was considered illegal 50 years ago too?
Right. And they don't think of it. They don't think that.
So that's why I said we got the wrong people on. That's why we need to get out and we need to vote and we need to put the right people in these situations.
On the thing,
There's only one black guy and they have an Asian. I think the Asian lady.
Not Hispanic.
Did they ever put the black lady in there?
I don't think she made it.
It's just the wrong people anyway.
I don't think she made it.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
I don't think that those people should come up with those.
But she needs to be because she look like she about her business.
Yeah, those people don't need to.
That's why she didn't know that. They know she gonna turn for shit.
And you seen how hard they grilled her when they was doing the whole
and she
nomination
so
for
well.
her. They grilled her so hard.
Oh, I did. I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw it was a clip of it that went viral.
Mitch McConnell. They grilled her so
Look,
hard.
I follow politics to a certain. I don't never know nobody.
Baby, Maxine Ward. She ain't
I know who
playing
that
with.
is though.
She ain't playing with. She
I
ready.
know
She ready to go to war.
Girl to go to war.
And that's why I said, you know what I'm saying? When we sat around and we talked about the whole situation with the whole abortion thing or whatever, I feel like, it's not just talking about it. And you know what I'm saying? Because you have to get out and be an activist about something.
Right.
If you're passionate about something, it's nothing for you to get out and reach out and reach those resources and say, you know what, I want to be a part of this group and we finna go march and we finna go talk about this and we finna bring it to the forefront and we finna address it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when I went to DC, I want to be an activist. When I did the whole little Martin Luther King thing, it's easier said than done, but at the same time, you got to put in the work. When you go back and you look at the 60s and the 50s and our, ancestors, the people that was fighting the civil rights, those people, they probably was scared and they probably didn't know what was going to happen, but they knew that they didn't want things to go the way they are
But
now.
at that moment, they were going through it. Right now, I don't really. I mean,
you ain't feeling it yet.
Yeah, I ain't feeling it because I ain't got it knocked up.
So that does play a part. Like when you're not fit, you're not there.
It's not a threat for you.
Yeah, you don't feel like it's a threat for you, so you really kind of overlook this stuff.
Right.
And I feel like this is what we have all been doing to this point. How we gotten to this point. Not just that, just things in general that's going on in the world. Like the world fucked up right now.
Yeah.
Like the world is so fucked up right now. Like I had to realize I need to just start doing a lot of stuff that make me happy. That's what I want to do. Fuck what these people talking about. But we have, when things do not affect us personally, we tend to we don't
put it behind us.
Right.
And we
ain't
don't
got nothing to do with me.
And cause somebody said something to me, cause we talking about we think we finna be in a recession. Well, we in a recession.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And guy, I was talking to this dude and he was like, "Well, it's not gonna really affect you." I said, "How come? You got your own business." I said,
"People still have to have the money to come
to me." Yeah, exactly.
I find myself put $20 in my tank every other day. Like I put $20 in on Monday and I turn around and put $20 in on Wednesday. So it's definitely affecting you. Even though you're not clocking in, it's still affecting you.
It's affecting me because gas pricing it's affecting me because if my clients are average working women, nurses, school teachers, and all
then you gotta feel like you gotta go down to your prices just to appease them, and so you won't lose them.
Lose them as clients. So it's gonna affect me probably more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody who works for a Fortune 500 company that clocks in on the clock and they go
even though us being our own boss, we still have to pay out more. People don't understand. We can charge what we want to charge, and that's because we have to pay out more. We got insurance, we got to pay. We got to pay health insurance, we got to pay dental insurance. You
and
got
then
kids,
it's
you
so
got to pay
hard.
your own. It's not a company that's paying.
It's so hard to, like I'm saying, okay, if you got bills due at a certain time and you get money every day. It's so hard to say, I'm going to put this money to the side because I got to pay for this. No, because you're getting money every day. You're not looking at the aspect as I'm getting paid every week.
Right.
If I'm getting paid every week, when I get that check that week, I'm going to pay all them bills that week. Versus if I'm getting paid every day, I'm just living day by day.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I got a client coming.
I'm getting tomorrow. I'm getting some money tomorrow.
Why am I getting all my motherfucking money?
Amazon.
I need to be at Walmart.
They got a lot of words.
I need to be at Walmart. I be kind of greedy, like, yeah, girl, I'm finna run here and get this. Bitch, I'm going there, my ticket $100 and something. I'm like,
I'm gonna get this back tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got a plan
Then
tomorrow.
you gotta look, you gotta look at the
But
grapevine.
you know what's up? But we need to stop doing that bullshit.
I don't feel like that though.
I mean, I don't do that.
I will say that I'm
No.
definitely a person that
Yeah,
does
I'm
this.
different with it
I'm
now.
I'm
different.
different with it now because that definitely was my mentality. But now I definitely feel like you don't know what the fuck is coming.
Or what might happen.
Or
Mhm.
cancellations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? And that do fuck me up because sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna get this money tomorrow. Then tomorrow that person, can I come next week?
But do y'all know when
Bitch, you fucking with my money.
when we first went into the pandemic, people was like, everybody was like, oh, is it gonna be a race war? Do y'all think it's coming?
Oh,
Y'all remember like
every day is a race
when
war.
Trump got in the office and they was like a purge and shit coming. I ain't thinking that shit. I text my dude, I was like, I wanna go take gun run. I need to learn.
Baby, I need to learn how
I
to
need to
shoot.
learn how to
Well, I don't think that necessarily gonna be like that because there's a lot of black people that ain't going for that shit.
Yeah.
Period. And that's just
Nowadays,
there's
for
a lot
sure.
of black people ain't going for that
But
shit.
you know what the hardest is, especially you being a black man in America. I was talking to my son yesterday. He asked me to go to the GameStop. So we went to GameStop and we seen these weird ass white dudes in there, and there's a lot of white gamers. So I asked him. I said, "Do you know what a pedophile is?" He said, "Yeah, a person that preys on a young child." Now you know, cause we never had this talk, so I didn't know if he knew it. You know, but me being a young parent. Sometimes I'm fearful to talk to him about certain stuff. I'm like, man, I don't want to tell him this. I don't want to talk to him about this. So I was like, you want to learn how to drive? He was like, eventually. So I asked him what kind of car he wanted and all of that. He was telling me, and I'm saying, damn, I gotta talk to my son about this. About when a white cop pull you over or a cop period, you gotta do this and it's so hurtful. Like me talking to him, I was like, damn, I gotta talk to him about this.
I have so many stories when it comes to that because me as being a black male, when I lived in Houston, I stopped driving my car because whatever happened with my cousin was driving my car, he ended up getting warrants on my tag and all of that, and the beauty school was around the corner from my apartment, so I started walking. I'm walking through a neighborhood just to mind my business. Police roll up on me. You just walking through the neighborhood talking on the phone loud, and I'm like, huh? He ready to throw me in the handcuffs and throw me in the car. And I'm just walking.
And you
minding my
haven't did
business.
anything, right?
There's just something that happens. I'm
your
walking
cell
one
phone
day.
can easily
And
been
there's
away.
nothing you can do.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do
I'm
because
walking
if
one
they
day.
pull you out, because that's the thing, and that's why police officers, we know they're here to protect and serve us, and some good ones and some bad ones, but when you really think about it, they have a sense of power that's so powerful. Like they could really just come in here and say, "Hey, you did so and so, so and so," and even though you didn't do it, you still got to get in the back of that car. You got to go to jail,
pay to get out.
get processed, get paid to get out. You're gonna have to go to court to prove your innocence. And if they say, "Oh, well, he didn't do nothing," guess what you did? But guess what? Now you done miss work. Now you done miss money. Now you had that stigma against you, whether or not you were guilty or not.
Right.
For that, and you were found innocent, people still gonna say, Steve did is a XYZ. He did ABC.
I almost went to jail for jaywalking. I'm walking across the street. And,
Steve's a fucking
and
jaywalker.
I get to the end of the street and it's a police officer. He just standing there waiting on people to just cross the street, not on the crosswalk. And he puts me in handcuffs and put me in the back seat. Yeah, you jaywalking.
I think that meant the white.
And then when he ran my background
even
and all of
just
that,
whites.
he
It's
just
people in power.
put me out of the car. He didn't even put me off where he stopped me. He put me out somewhere else. So I had to walk back, and I was on my way to school. I was going to community college.
Wow.
He put me out wherever he wanted to drop me off at. He didn't even drop me
And
out where
that's
he
scary
picked me
because
up.
he could have been a murderer, a serial killer, a racist, or
Wow.
anything, and did something, took you somewhere, did something to you, and nobody would have known where the fuck Steve.
And
is.
then nobody's there to protect it.
Right.
I feel like when you go to court and you stand in front of that judge, it's nobody there to protect you. It's your word against him. And you gonna take a motherfucker that
Know the law.
yes,
They know what's going on. They're aware.
Not even a judge. A police, they don't have to, go to school or nothing to be a police. You just go to a police academy. So you take this motherfucker word over mine, and I'm sitting here telling you, even if I got a witness, it's still hard for them to believe this is true. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So like with the Brown versus the Board of Education, I was talked to my son about that, and I asked him, did he know? Because we went to the Civil Rights Museum this year, and I was talking to him. I was like, you know what that is? He was like, yeah, it's when they allow black people to go to school. Why, you know? Because we have conversations. So he was like, I was like, don't you know that a senator in Texas is speaking on overturning it? And he was like, and it's just like, he didn't know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
And then that made me sad. Because that's so heartbreaking for your child to have to feel these things. So why y'all trying to, why y'all overturn abortion? We got to still hurt our kids, bring these kids into this cruel world.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is too much.
Well, I know niggas gonna be wrapping it up now.
Yeah, we
Okay.
still on
Wrap that shit
Plan B
up.
gonna be $1,000.
$1,000.
Pharmaceutical companies gonna eat
They
that
finna
up.
start hustling Plan
We're going to have a sign in the
You
note
know,
saying
the pharmaceutical
Plan B's
companies,
over
they
here.
making a lot of money off of that stuff anyway. So you know they gonna hype them prices
Yeah.
No,
up
that's
on
probably what
any kind of contraceptive or anything to get rid of that baby.
You think have they hyped it up yet?
I'm sure they will.
It's gonna happen.
I need to go tomorrow.
It's gonna happen.
I need to go have me a whole bunch of Plan B's for sale. Plan B's for
So
sale.
y'all ain't gonna be a nurse practitioner, bitch. You get us
Give me a
Plan
prescription.
We did some.
Plan B.
I got y'all.
We did something. But you know what, you guys? Okay, we had a good conversation today. I think it was funny. I also feel like it was informative, and we talked about some very, very good topics that shows our what's the word I'm looking for? Range. We can talk some shit. We can talk about dick. We can talk about fucking. We can talk
We
about
can be serious.
and we can
Right.
be serious too,
Yes.
you guys. And I'm so
Balance.
balanced, yes. And I'm
That's
so
the word.
glad that we had Steve here with us today.
Thank you, Steve.
But we can go. We can go into our last little segment today, and this is my favorite one. I like me and Steve. We love music, so we gonna give our jam of the week. So if y'all got a good song on your playlist, you ain't gotta play it, but you can just tell us the name of the artist and the title of the song, and we can share like what's on our playlist.
Yeah, baby, break my soul. Cause y'all wanna break my motherfucking soul.
I'm so sick of that song.
Beyonce said quit that job, I quit that
That's my
job.
song too. That's all I hear.
That's all you
It's on repeat in my ear.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna break my soul.
You ain't gonna break his soul, baby. So you listening to that? That's on your playlist. What's
That's
on your
on my
playlist, Tay? What's a song? You ain't got nothing that's here right now. I love music, so that's why I love this part.
But to be honest, I would listen to a lot of gospel this week.
That's okay.
I told the storm.
No. Hey, hold on.
Take me to the king. Come on to the next part.
I'm on that old Dunham McClurky.
Which one?
Stand.
With Yolanda album.
No.
You just
Stand.
and be true.
We don't want to hear
I'm
it.
not gonna play it. I'm not gonna tell you. Baby, this stuff to get me through. She gonna say,
You need something like
She
this.
said,
Yeah, I mean, I listen to
Like
a lot
I
of
was
gospel
saying,
too.
I
So,
ain't
when I feel like I'm going through something or I feel like I need a message, I will listen to gospel music.
But
Even
y'all
though
know
sometimes, even with the whole
I listen
religion
to it in the
thing,
morning
I don't feel
time.
like
In the morning time.
I'm as religious as I used to be. I'm more of a spiritual person.
Right.
I still listen to that because that's my roots. That's
Yeah.
what I grew up on.
So,
And I look for that for inspiration.
right.
So
Yeah. So
Okay,
that's
I got
what I
two.
do some days.
I got Great Is Your Mercy, and I got That's What I Believe.
I ain't never
Okay.
heard that's what I believe. But I heard Great Is Your Mercy.
Baby, I be singing.
So you
What's
better
your-
not
what you
say. You
listen
gotta
to for
praise
you?
him.
Can I sing too?
What's on your playlist?
Yeah.
Well, last week on Be Valley, they had the girls in the club showing.
Hey, shake that ass. Who is that? Is that MJG or Pastor Troy? Who
No,
is
it's
that?
A-Ball.
A-ball.
Oh, girls
No,
in the club
it's
showing
not
love.
A-Ball.
I thought it was.
No.
Let me Google it.
I think
Shaking
maybe
that ass
it is
in the
them.
club.
Baby, I didn't listen to that.
How y'all don't know y'all from
It is A-Ball. It is.
I ain't from
She
Memphis.
here.
I am. That is them. I was just thinking because he had said the other person. I was like, well,
Pastor
somebody?
Troy.
Is it somebody else on that song with them though? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know.
It's not
That's so old. I
yeah.
can't remember who sings it.
I don't know, but I've been listening to Project Pet too.
Project Pet.
This ain't Tilla.
Tila.
Okay, featuring A-Ball and MJG.
Yeah.
Okay, so I knew it was somebody else on there. That's why.
Okay.
That's why I was like,
So I didn't listen.
Where the fuck my shoe at? Did you
What
wear
y'all-
some in my shoe? The fuck?
Your shoe all the way over there. You wear some of your own shoes.
And when did that come out? Because I feel like I was so young when it came
Yeah,
out.
well, you had to
But
be.
I was like, damn, I remember that shit. And I wanted
That was in the 90s.
I can listen to that every
I like a
morning.
back on. Boom, 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 boom.
When I tell you,
I got that gospel.
Balance.
I listen to my gospel, then after a while, I be like, Lord, forgive me, let me go on place.
I think so. On my playlist right now, I have been listening to that new Money Man. Like, if y'all listen to him, he be talking about business. It's a rapper.
Money Man.
His
I ain't
name
never heard of
Money Man.
him.
You ain't never heard of him?
Where you from?
I feel like, is it Atlanta? I don't know. I don't know where he's
I ain't
from,
never
but
heard
I
of
heard of him. He was featured on a song. I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna tell you this how I know I found out about Money Man. I was in a car with one of them niggas.
One of them niggas around.
Wow.
That niggas that put you on the seat.
You know, she put a name to her man. They don't have a real name.
It be poop.
They have a name. Truck driver, basketball player, liquor store. She have names, stuff, and she don't get a real
The
name.
girl that used to work here, you remember she had a nigga named Lil Hand.
Do he got little hands?
But I was in the car. I'm trying to think, what can I name him? I don't know, but I would say Ghetto Boo.
Shrimp
I
basket.
don't even know if he had a shrimp basket or not. But I was in the I was in the car riding around with Ghetto Babe. And he just had a nigga riding around in this goddamn was it an Infinity or
Oh Lord! Don't get started on the Infinities, baby. Infinities in Memphis, they ain't got no paper. They got paper tags. They drive wide. They gon' cut you off.
I'm scared of them.
I'm scared of
I
it.
get
They ain't
out
got
that
no
way.
insurance.
Not even Infinity. Most cars in, I would say 60% of cars in Memphis got drive. I'm like, when you
Matter of fact,
when
when I see an Infinity, I tense up. I let it go around me. I don't try to get out the way because I don't want to get hit trying to get out your way. I stay right where I'm at.
Nissan, they run you off the road.
Not even that
Get out
type.
that way.
Not even that. I be driving. Somebody be looking at my car, be like this. Hell no.
I be speeding like a motherfucker past they motherfucking ass, get back and start
Fuck that.
Camaros. But we was riding around and he had put me on. He had played one song and I started listening to him. And so that's what I've been listening to now. I've been listening to Money Man ass. And that whole album, it just ride. Just let the thing ride, girl. Let the thing ride.
I'm gonna try it out.
I want y'all to give a shout out to my sister. My sister make music. Her name is I Am Sagan.
She's beautiful.
Look her up.
She is very
I'm gonna
pretty.
give a shout out to her. What's up, Sagan?
Hey,
Hey,
Sagan.
girl.
Hey, girl. Look, we need some tracks so we can put them on our show.
I
Thank
know.
And motherfuckers like to eat, so let me get a shout out to my sister. She cooks.
Okay.
Her
Go
food
with
truck
this
is coming
food.
soon. What is it gonna be called?
you. Don't tell me yet.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Wait.
Well, my sister food truck is coming soon, so shout out. Y'all follow her on Instagram. I think it's
She gotta get
Beautiful
that thing
Pies
copyrighted
88.
first.
And also on Facebook, Beast Tasty Treats. So
Okay.
y'all.
And she got some good shit. She'll go with that spoon.
Ooh, a go with the spoon.
I
She
like
a
it.
good sauce country.
Country
What-
girl.
What them egg rolls was?
Cooking.
Chili cheese steak eggs. Man, them things are good.
Ooh, them things are so motherfucking good. They was delicious.
So if y'all like to eat, y'all know there ain't no good food in the restaurant no more.
Right.
Which y'all like, cause they
If
some
ain't
food
no
shit.
food in the damn stuff.
Shit, we
Strawberries got hepatitis. We can't eat
I don't
nothing,
want
y'all.
no
We
strawberry that
can't
bad,
eat
make my liver
nothing.
hurt.
We can't eat nothing.
Woo! Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Party of Four
Podcast.
Not part of 8, baby.
Thank y'all for setting up for me.
You welcome.